Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Mileena's gonna pose here, alright? Alright guys, I just want to clarify a few things. So, whenever I talk about looks or beauty, I'm usually just focusing on myself, right? Like, I would never judge someone that isn't as glamorous or as beautiful as I am. It's rare to be that beautiful, you know. I understand that it's hard to be someone that's not always being treated necessarily as well as they could be because they don't look as good or they don't feel like they're gorgeous or whatever, or they weren't given the best genes. I'm never rude. I would never be rude to anyone. I don't like to be rude. I might be busy and never say much, but I'm not going to go out of my way and point and laugh or anything like that. Like that's not my thing. I don't and the people that are in my life, whether they're good looking or not, know that I'm a very big sweetheart, all right? So do not think that because I look this good doesn't mean I'm going to be rude. I'm not racist, I'm not homophobic, I'm not transphobic. I'm very, very nice. So don't think that because I look a certain way that I'm going to be rude and point and laugh or whatever. There might be some people that do. I'm not like that, all right? Just getting that settled there, all right? I understand that some people have worries and feel like they're not beautiful, and I'm not going to judge. Like for me, I don't feel like it's something that you should feel bad about. And I think the worse looking you might feel you are, the more you should feel better about yourself because those are the people that have, people making fun of them more often. So it's stressful. You don't want to be made fun of. And I mean, I'm 41. I'm mature. I'm a mature guy as Marco. So I don't make fun, right? Like, I'm not the person to make fun of people because I just don't. I don't think there's a place for it, really. Like it's not like we. When you're 41, you don't really. It's not something like image is important to me as a performer, but it's not. It's not important to me as whether I judge someone based on it or not. I only talk about it in terms of how I perform and how I look and how some of my friends might look, but I'm not kind of. I think you guys know that I'm a big sweetheart, right? I think we all know that. I think I've made it clear, but I just want to make sure you guys know that Marco and Mileena are very nice and they want to inspire, right? Like some people maybe they aren't as glamorous or gorgeous right now, but that doesn't mean they're not going to be in the future, right? So don't worry about your looks. And a lot of people really don't. I'm hoping that a lot of people don't because I don't want people to feel like, when they watch my channel, I want them to feel inspired and feel good looking through me, right? So whether you are good looking or not, you should feel good looking because, it's important to have kind of like people to look up to that are celebrities. And, it's fun to watch a good looking celebrity, but if they're jerks, you don't like it, right? So I'm not a jerk. I'm very nice, as Marco, of course. But yes, I'm very, very nice. I don't judge. I'm not mean. So, when you see someone that looks as good as I do, they can totally be a snob. They can be mean. They can do whatever. But I'm not really like that. I'm very, like I said, I'm very busy. I'm always running around. I don't have much time to say anything really. I'm too busy. But I'm not like, there's some people that are just so rude. Like, believe it or not, well, which I'm sure you can believe it, but I've seen people, I'm not going to judge anybody, but I've seen people that are that are racist or whatever to people, and I'm like, with George Floyd and everything coming up, that's terrible, but I mean, I've seen people that are critical of people that are a different ethnicity, and I'm thinking to myself, like, there are some people with different ethnicities that are doing very, very well, so why would you make fun of someone that might not be doing as well? And what if that person that's not doing as well becomes successful, right? What are you going to do then, right? So it's not something um, that I take lightly. I don't think making fun of people is something that's good. And there are some people that their age makes them that way, right? Like some people that are young are going to make fun of people. That's normal, right? We all make fun of people when we're young, and that's how we are, right? Even if you're not glamorous, you learn that from what you think about TV. You think everyone's gorgeous on TV. You think everyone's a star on TV, and you want to be that way, or whatever. Or maybe you just make fun of people because your parents were like that, or whatever. It's something that a lot of young people do, but it's not something that when you're my age, you're not going to do that, right? Like it's just not something that I do. Like and I think a lot of people are very surprised. Like I've actually seen older ladies that are really scared of me, and I'm like, well, I'm nice. Like, I'm not gonna do anything. Like, there was this one old lady, and she just ran away, and I'm like, why would you? I'm Marco at the time or whatever, but I'm like, why would you run away? Don't you know I'm a nice person? Like I guess you don't know that until you hear me speak. But I was like not saying anything, but she just kind of went really fast away, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna be rude. Like I'm never rude. But maybe she had someone in her recent history be rude to her that was like me, so maybe that's why. But I'm like, if you know anything about me, I'm not going to be rude. But people have a certain thing about certain people based on their looks. I look intimidating. I might look like a snob sometimes. So people might get the wrong impression of me. And I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to prove I'm nice to everyone. I'm very busy, but if I do see someone and they're friendly, sometimes I'm very nice, right? If I have time, I might be very nice. And I mean, I'm not going to be rude, but I'm not going to go out of my way for everyone. I'm very busy. I'm practically a celebrity, I would think. So I'm not going to be like, telling people I'm nice. Don't worry, I'm nice. And people should know that by watching my channel, right? But I mean, there are times where I have a lot more time and I'm more friendly, and it just depends on the person too. Some people you click with, and some people you don't. There are a lot of people that are so friendly. They may not have the best looks, but they're very friendly, right? So you love those people because they're so nice and they make you feel so good. So why not be nice to them, right? Some people that have good jobs, that are very mature, you're just like, and they're very friendly, and they're like, well, what's wrong with that, right? That's great. And some people just click with people that better than others, right? So maybe someone will be nice to me one day, and I'm just like nice to them, and then some people maybe I'm like, that's not my kind of person, maybe regardless of what they look like. I'm just not going to say hi, but it's not that I don't like them or anything. I'm just not into saying hi at this very moment. But for the most part, I think I think a lot of people that are celebrities are probably looking at my channel thinking, you don't have to explain this over and over again. We know, like, we're celebrities too, or we're that type. I'm not a celebrity, I'm not famous yet, but I mean, people are like, we're celebrities too, we're nice to people. We don't have to say it, but it is something that I do like to talk about. Because I want people to know there are people that are celebrity types that are nice and that are not going to judge. And I mean, there are people that I'm very supportive with. I've had people that I've talked to that are like wanting to try being glamorous, and they're not glamorous in any stretch of the imagination. But I'm like, try it, give it a try. I'm supportive. I'm not going to be like, oh, you can't do glam. Of course not. Why would I say that? And some people that maybe they may not be glamorous without makeup, but when they put makeup on, they're like shockingly good, right? So makeup can really transform a person. So it's not necessary, and not that you want to be gorgeous just makeup on, but it does help your image if you can do a good makeup look. And not that I'm all and as you can all tell, I'm all about glam, and I'm all about stunning looks, and I'm all about beauty when I'm on here. But when I'm on in my personal life, I'm just like, in my personal life, I don't think about Marco and Mileena, believe it or not. You might think I do. I just kind of think, well, I got to get here and get groceries, or I got to go here and buy a coffee. Or, well, I don't drink coffee, but buy a drink. Or I got to go here and get groceries, which I said already, sorry. Or I got to go here and I got to run this errand or pay this bill. Like, I'm not going to think, like, I'm a star, Marco and Mileena. I mean, I do sometimes, but I mean, for the most part, I'm just busy running around doing stuff. I'm not really focused on who I am as a person. Sometimes people are annoying, and I'm like, okay, like, do you realize I'm Marco Mileena? But I'm not, for the most part, when I'm running around doing stuff or just going to the store, I'm not going to be focused on Marco and Mileena, really. But it's just fun to be Marco and Mileena. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you so much. Bye now.